Hey everyone, welcome to this Yoga for Core Strength and Deep Stretching class. It's number 3 in our challenge series, so we only have one more after this. If you've been keeping up with the challenge, awesome job. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. Coming onto your sit bones, sitting in easy pose, rolling your shoulders back. And then lower or close your eyes for a moment. Just grounding down for a few moments. Letting go of anything that's been lingering in your mind. You know, it's not always possible to just let things go. It's not always easy to just let things go. I invite you to think of this as a setting aside. You can imagine that you're taking that thought and setting it on a shelf to come back to at a later time. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, hand to prayer and heart center. Flutter your eyes open. If you use essential oils, you can take some into the palm of your hand. Rub your palms together. Create some heat. Ignite those scents. And then bring your hands to prayer, thumbs at your solar plexus. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Bring your right hand to your left thigh, left hand behind you for a simple twist. Keeping your spine nice and straight. And then bring it to the other side, just warming up the spine. The protector of our central nervous system, bringing some flexibility there. And back to center. On your next inhale, reach your left arm to the mat and inhale your right arm up to the sky. You can walk your left hand out as far as you need to. Bring in your right bicep to the side of your cheek. Really lengthening the side body. And on your next exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. And just take a couple breaths here. And then release down. Walk your hands forward. And just gently bow your head down, bringing your forehead to the mat. If this is too much on your back this morning, you can take a block, bring your forehead to the block, or even simply keep your hands raised and just walk forward. You're just finding a point where you feel that stretch in the back, maybe in the glutes. And then walk your hands back. Whatever leg you have on top, switch. And walk your hands forward again. Noticing if the side is maybe a little tighter, maybe it's looser. And just noticing, not overthinking why that is. We're all different. Every day is different. Walk your hands back. Come to tabletop position, planting your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. For cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly down, look up slightly, lift the sit bones up, engage the core and pelvic floor. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift. So even as we're lengthening that core area, we're still engaging the root lock. Exhale, tuck and round. Take 2 more cat-cows, moving at your own pace, linking your movement to your breath. Let's just do one more for good measure. And release. Spread your fingertips wide. Bring the tips of your big toes together. Take your knees the width of the mat and then just sink your hips back, child's pose. You can take child's pose at any time. It's a beautiful pose to wake the body up, but it can also be calming and can be a great pose to do at night. Come back to tabletop. On your next inhale, extend your left foot back, left toes to the mat, and maybe reach your right arm forward. You can also stay here. Exhale, release down. Opposite side, inhale, reach your right foot back, left arm forward, engage the core. Exhale, release down. On your next inhale, same thing, only maybe you want to float that back leg. And release. Extend left arm forward, right leg back, maybe floating the right leg. And release. Again, inhale, right arm extends, left leg goes back. And this time on the exhale, maybe bring your elbow and knee to touch. And then release. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, elbow and knee touches. And release. One more time on each side, going at whatever place works for you. And last one. Release. In tabletop, inhale, reach your right arm up, up, up to the sky. Find length here. And then you're going to exhale, take your right hand behind your left arm and bring your right shoulder all the way to the mat. Bring your right ear all the way to the mat. And then walk your left arm forward. Take a breath here. And walk your left hand back to tabletop position. Inhale, the left arm to the sky, this time a little twist here, and then thread the left hand behind the right, bringing the left ear to the mat. Walk your right arm forward. And use the right hand to push back up, tabletop. Spread your fingertips wide, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Walk it out here for a moment. So your hands aren't slippery from the essential oil, mine are a little bit. And just press into opposite heels. Stretching out. Maybe adjust your pose. And then bring your left foot to the center of your mat. Extend your right leg up for three-legged dog. With control, bend the knee, open the hip. And release down. Right foot steps to the center, left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. And then bend the knee and open the hip. When you open here, just make sure your shoulders stay in line. And then release down. Walk your feet to your hands. Roll all the way up, mountain pose. Take a breath here, let yourself adjust to standing pose. And on your next inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step both feet back, high plank position. And then push back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And on your next inhale, walk your feet forward again. Roll all the way up, mountain pose. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky, and sink into chair pose. In chair, our feet are hip distance apart, so about 2 fist distance. You can see your toes over your knees, and you're really engaging the legs. And then we're gonna link the movement to the breath. We're gonna do some active breathing here. I'm gonna move back a little. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. And on the exhale, you're gonna do a strong exhale, down and back as you wing your arms down and back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Let's do this one more time. Very nice. Roll all the way up to stand. Come to a wide-legged position with your feet parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Reach your arms out to the sides. On your inhale, take your right hand, walk it down the right side of your body as your left arm comes up. Now, instead of winging your hips out like I'm doing here, try to keep your hips nice and in line. Much more intense stretch here. And you really don't need to be down like this, right? You can be right here and get a really nice, beautiful stretch. Release, back to center, and come to the other side. And back to center. Reach your arms out in opposite directions. Bend your right knee and bring your back foot to a 45-degree angle for warrior one pose. Lunge into that front leg. You're trying to bring this front leg parallel to the mat, squeezing the core and pelvic floor. Keep that root lock the entire time. Really working the quad here. Take a quick check. Make sure you can see your right big toe beyond your knee. If your knee is in the way, you want to open that up just a little bit. Release, straighten the right leg, reach your fingertips forward, and rotate the arms into triangle pose. Now, triangle pose is a great place to use a block. If you don't have a block here supporting you, you're using all core strength to keep you lifted, right? And that's really intense. Hold it here for a moment. Breathe into this pose. And then rise back up. Turn both feet parallel and then turn your left foot out. Lunge into that left leg. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Warrior one on the other side. Keep the core and pelvic floor engaged. That root lock, you're coming back to that over and over in every pose. Particularly difficult to remember to do in these standing poses, but very important. Take another breath, give me a smile. Beautiful. And then straighten the leg, reach the arms forward, and rotate the arms for triangle pose. Again, using that block. With control, come back up. Keep that wide-legged stance. And this time, bring the heels in just slightly so that your feet, both feet are at a 45-degree angle. We're going to take our arms and bring them into eagle arms. We're taking our right arm underneath the left. So cross your arms, and then you're trying to get your palms to come together. If you're right here, that's absolutely fine. Whatever works for you. Now, we're going to come into a goddess pose with eagle arms. So sink your hips down. This is a great pose to stretch out the hips. It also really gets our glutes and legs engaged. Hold it here for a moment. Breathe with control. Keep the breath. If you lose the breath, you're out of the pose. So come back. And then very carefully, with control, keeping the root block, lower down, just an inch or two, and then rise up. Lower down and rise up. Lower down and rise up. Just do this 2 more times. I know it's burning. You're getting strong and good. Release. Straighten the legs. Unravel the arms. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to bring our left arm under our right this time. So opposite arm. Again, you can grab for opposite shoulders. You can even do a shoulder opener like this. Lower down into that goddess pose again. Engage the root block and pelvic floor. Hold here for a moment. Feeling that gentle compression in your arms. Beautiful shoulder stretch. Super strong goddess pose. Stay here or maybe lift the right heel up and release. Lift the left heel and release. Right, left, right, left. We're working on balance, working on strengthening the ankles and feet. Now you can keep doing lifting opposite heels. You can stay stationary, or maybe you want to try lifting both heels and then releasing. Lift both and release. Lift, release, lift, release. 2 more. And on this last one, hold it up. Lift your heels up. Hold it here. Hold it. Give me a smile. Beautiful. Release. Straighten the legs. Now, we're just going to turn to face our right foot. And then bend that front leg a little bit. So we're coming into a crescent lunge. Beautiful. Hands to prayer and heart center. Stay here. Find your breath. Find your stability. If you feel strong and in control, you can reach behind you for a shoulder bind. Always listen to your body. And release. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring both your hands to the inside of your front foot. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toe. Coming into lizard lunge. Hold it here for a moment. You can also use a block here to help keep yourself elevated. You can also bring your hands to your knee like this. Breathe into this deep stretch. And then tuck the back toe. We're going to try to come back up to crescent. Okay? So we're going to lift our back heel up. We're coming right out the way we went in. Rise up. Good. Beautiful. Turn back to face center. And then turn and face the opposite side in crescent. Stay here, find balance and stability, or reach your palms behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers and rolling the shoulders out. Release. Inhale, arms to the sky. On the exhale, with control, bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Gently lower that right knee down. Untuck the toe. Again, you deciding on this side what feels good to you. There are so many different ways that you can take these poses, and every day is a little different. Just because something you did a pose a certain way on one day, it doesn't mean that you want to do that same thing the next day. So pay attention to what your body is telling you. Deep stretch in the psoas and hip flexor. And then tuck that back toe. We're going to gently come out of this. So we're going to float that back knee. Strong core brings us up. That is beautiful. Get here any way you can. Good job. And then step your right foot forward. Come into mountain pose. Release the hands to the side. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Feet are hip distance apart. Bend the knees. Bring your abdomen to your tops of your thighs. Take your 2 forefinger and grab your big toe. Now, if this isn't possible, you can use a strap by taking the strap underneath the pads of your feet and grabbing for the strap. Wherever you are, whether you have the toes, the straps, or maybe you're grabbing your calves, you're going to start to straighten the legs. Don't lock them out. Just bring them a little straighter. Keep a gentle bend until you feel that nice deep stretch. Beautiful. And release. Inhale, halfway lift to neutralize the spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank position. Hold here for just a moment, just a breath. Keep the root lock. And then drop the knees. Cross the feet and come into a comfortable seated position. Extend your right leg out to the side. Keep the left leg tucked. Inhale, arms to the sky. Turn to face the right leg. Tuck the chin, round the back. And bring your hands to the side of your calves, maybe to your ankle or toes. You can bend the knee to bring your forehead to the knee. Working on compression. If you're really flexible, you can always use a block to help keep yourself in alignment as you take this stretch. But whether you're there or here, it doesn't matter. Talked a little bit about accepting ourselves where we are today. And it's so true in yoga and in life. You can't control your experiences. You can only control your responses. Gently walk your hands up. Release. Bring your right knee in. Extend the left leg out. Inhale, arms to the sky. Turn to face the left. Tuck your chin, round your back. You can have a bend in the knee here so that your forehead meets the knee. Or again, you can use that block to keep yourself in alignment if you're really deep into this pose. And gently release. From here, we're just going to bring the right knee up, pull it in, and we're going to take our right arm in front of the right knee, okay? And place the right hand just off to the side of our mat. And then we're going to lift our left arm up to the sky and behind us for a twist. And then release down. This time, take your right foot, cross it over your left if that's accessible to you. You can keep it where it is too. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, twist to the right. And release. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee in. Take your left arm and wrap it in front of the left knee, placing your left hand off to the left of your mat. Inhale, right arm up as you twist. And then release. You can keep your foot where it is or cross it over your right foot this time. Inhale, arms to the sky, and twist to the left. Back to center. Bend both knees. Reach your arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Find balance on your sit bones as you lift your heels up. Lift your right foot and then your left foot, keeping that core engaged the entire time. Continue to alternate legs, or maybe start to lift both feet up. Again, engaging that root lock the entire time. Find a point and pause. Hold it here. Engage your root lock. Breathe. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now, bring your hands behind your thighs, and you can have your feet down or your legs floating, whichever works. I'll demonstrate with your feet down first. And then we're gonna just sink our spine and then straighten it. So we're gonna round the spine and lean back, engage the core muscles, and then straighten the spine. All right, so find that engagement. You can also do this with your legs extended. It's noticeably more challenging. So just be careful here. Keep breathing. Move with your breath. Last one. And drop your feet down. Gently lower all the way down. Extend your left leg out. Pull your right knee in. Gently pull your right knee towards your shoulder. Extend the right leg to the sky and gently pull the leg towards you. And then float the right leg down. Pull your left knee in towards your left shoulder. And then extend the left leg and gently guide the left leg towards your left shoulder. Float the left down. Pull both knees in. Pull the knees towards you. Flatten your lower back to the mat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. Release. Come into your final Savasana, taking up as much room as you can, as much room as you need on the mat. Take a few moments here to just release. Savasana is said to be the most difficult of all poses because most people find that it's not as difficult to move our bodies as it is to quiet our minds. Find stillness here for a moment. Find gratitude for everything in your life. Gratitude to you for showing up for yourself, for doing something wonderful for your body and your mind. On your next inhale, reach your arms above you. And then roll onto your side body and make your way to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes lowered or closed. We'll close practice with 3 strong breaths. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Fill up. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Again, inhale, reach up, fill up. Exhale, heart center. One last time. Inhale, reach up, fill up. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light inside of me sees, honors, and loves the light inside of you. Thank you. Thank you all so much.